Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, well, now that we got the C10 back from the shop, we're actually gonna work on it today. We're trying to at least. So let's get back to it.
I took the truck to work today, and I turned around. It was like the belt was squeaking nasty. I thought it was exhaust leak again. But right now, got home from work. Checked it. We just threw some WD-40 on it, and it looks like that did the work. But now we got oil pressure problems.
So we noticed that it's been reading a low oil pressure, like in the gauge inside the cabin, the dashboard thing. The little gauge was reading pretty low. So we were wondering what it was. So what we're actually gonna do right now is we're gonna take off the covers here, and there's the oil pressure sending unit sensor thing.
Like, switching
I think that's what it's called. So we're actually gonna take that off, and over here we actually have a oil pressure tester. This is basically gonna replace the actual gauge from inside the truck and kind of give us a true reading of what the oil pressure is. That way we can, if it's actually the low oil pressure, or if it's the gauge, or if it's maybe the sensor. We're hoping that this will tell us exactly the actual pressure of the oil, and we go from there. So let's take those covers off. And so I'm actually going to show you guys what the hell we're talking about. So see here, oil pressure sensor. We're going to turn it on, and as you can see, it's at, where is it? It's at around 14, 15 or so. So that's pretty low, even when we, accelerate. It should be higher than that. So, we spoke with the previous owner of the truck, and he said, well, he had a different engine in another LS here, and he was saying that even the previous engine had the same problem. But so he was also suspecting that it was actually the gauge. Let me turn this off real quick. So it's kind of, that's why we're actually gonna test from the actual source of where, the gauge gets the reading. So once we do that, we can pretty much see straight out, if the actual pressure, the oil pressure straight from the engine, as opposed to, from the gauge here behind this. So yeah, that's why we need to do that test first, so we can diagnose it and go from there. Yeah, so we're taking off again covers. We need some access back there. That's like on over there. The covers are blocking the way, so we gotta take these off real quick.
Covers are off. A little dirty in there. I think we found it.
Now that we took off the covers, we actually located the sensor, and it's way back there. So what I'm actually gonna do is just try to, there's actually no 2 sensor socket here. And hopefully this one fits. I don't think you can see, I can barely see it from here because the engine is sitting low. But let's see. This looks to be like the right size. So
Whatever it takes. Got it out?
And so, I think this is it right here. Although this isn't like the one we took out of the engine that I sort of kind of rebuilt. This one is actually, it's more like a fitting. I don't know if you can tell. You can hear there's a hole right inside, and this little line there's actual oil in it. So this might be more of a old school type of center type of thing. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so now that we take this one off, we're actually, pass me the box there. So now we're actually gonna put this tester here. Jesus fucking hell. And we had this one for years. Guess we just never actually used it.
Trade tech days.
No. If you know, you know. Alright, so connect this little fitting to this right here. So this fitting is actually going to take the place of the sensor. Let's connect this. Okay. And pull the baggie off. And this one,
You see how many does it read?
straight on 0. So now we connect this, hopefully it fits.
So the gauge should be connected to the hole where the oil pressure sensor should be. So that's what he's doing right now. Getting pretty low, Jesus Christ. It has good oil pressure. If not, you got a big problem. Big problem.
Well, I think this thing's dead. Yeah. So, yeah, it's dead. We're actually gonna have to. It was a failure over here. We didn't realize that this fitting is the wrong thread pitch. Plus, I think it's a little bit. No, it's actually the same size for the diameter, but the thread pitch is off. So this doesn't screw on to that over there to take the place of this, so we can test it with the gauge over here that we have with the tester. So I guess it'll be a part 2 continuation of this thing right here. And since we don't have a fitting for this, we're gonna have to go buy one. We're gonna have to go find one so we can continue with our diagnosis here. Because as far as we know, we can't really do anything right now because we can't test it. All right, guys. So with that bombshell, we have to pick things up. We have to get that fitting.
So most likely gonna be sitting here
Till we get it tested, basically. Can't really do much with it.
I want the fucking motor seizing.
Yeah, so hopefully it's not the engine. Like we said, we definitely gotta just test that thing out just to eliminate the possibility of it being the actual engine, or to remove the other possibility, which can be the gauge. Pretty much once we test it, we can go from there, whatever we need to do. That being said, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for future content, comment down below. We're fucking up. Is that the right sensor? I don't know. Anyway, see you guys next time. Peace.